No, absolutely. First and foremost, very good afternoon to the faculty sitting over here, my respected professors, your senior students, like who I regard as my colleagues, right? And all the 12 lab students. I wish you a very good afternoon. As you know, we are all very, very preoccupied with the university exams that are being held right now. So I will quickly compose a speech and I'll pretty much just read it out. I didn't get a chance to rehearse or practice. So basically, on behalf of all the postgraduates in National Medical College and Teaching Hospital, I take great pleasure in welcoming the 12 batch students. You've chosen a very noble profession and it is your responsibility to work hard and with sincerity. Okay, that's the boring bit. We come to the fun bit. It is immensely gratifying to heal a fellow human being and make their lives better. Trust me, that is the fun bit. Right? You are in such a profession that you yourself as an individual can make a difference in everyone's lives, regardless of what profession they might be in, even if they're physicians themselves. Right? We doctors fall sick. Right? I would like to dress up in a nice suit, but because of the weather, I have to take precautions, right? Because I'm not immune to falling sick. Right? Okay. Now, everyone will tell you this, right? And you will tell this to your juniors and so on, but nobody really follows it. So it's extremely important that you take note of what I'm going to say next. First, your medical student is like a blank page in a book. It's totally up to you how you fill that blank page. That blank page is not going to come back again. This is just the beginning, right? This is your starting line. And it is your chance of giving your best, not only to your career, but what you do now in the next 4 or 5 years is going to define how your life is going to be in the future. Right? You may change your course of action. You may go in for a PG degree as I have chosen, or you may change your field altogether and go in and do an IAS or an MBA. Right? The choice is yours. And it's up to you how you utilize the next couple of years. Right? Look at only the positive side of where you are and what you're doing. Right? If you want to find negativities, we can find a lot of negativities in everything we do, in everything we see, in your friends, in your professors, in the place you're at, the infrastructure, etc., etc. Right? But it's your responsibility to make the most of it. Having a cordial relationship with your colleagues or classmates goes a long way. Healthy competition is advised. Okay? By far, you may have decided to share your notes or not share your notes in school. Right? Did it really make a difference in you reaching to the top? I think it's a rhetorical question that does not really need an answer. Right? Studying in a group definitely helps. Helping one another out definitely helps. Right? If you just have your notes locked away and if you don't share them, then one day will come where you might finally even forget where you put those notes. And then you'll have to ask for the help of somebody else. And at that point of time, because of your attitude, you may not get help. Right? So don't save the best for last, make the most of it. Choose your battle well. Don't fight for petty, small things that are not going to make a difference in the years to come. Be mature. You're an MBBS student. Obviously, you are different from other students. Whether you like it or not, college is not all fun. Okay? College can be fun, provided you do your bit. You study, make fun, do what you want, utilize your time, but make sure you study as well. The most important thing is to take care of your health care. Regardless of what you do, if you fall sick, if you go home, if you miss 2 or 3 weeks of your lectures, it's extremely difficult to cover up. Right? So you have to take care of your health. Most of you are away from home for the first time. Right? I've been a chronic boarder. I've learned the hard way. all of you have the necessary support system here. You need not learn the hard way. Okay? We are here to guide you. Always be available and open to constructive criticism. Your professors might say a lot of things that they may mean, they may not mean. It's fine. Take it in a very positive way. Remember, unless you do something, no one is going to comment on it. It's important to do something, rather than not do something and not be commented on and be happy. Right? Be proactive. It helps that you are intelligent, but it does not really take a rocket scientist or a scientist to become an MBBS doctor. It's for one and all. And if it's not for you, you should have known by now. Right? All of you here are capable of becoming good and safe doctors, regardless of the field that you go in. You have a beautifully integrated syllabus here. I did not have the privilege of having that syllabus, therefore I know the difference. If you study one subject matter or a chapter, right, correlate it with the other subject. For example, if you study something in anatomy, learn the physiology first before you attack pathology. Okay? Regardless of whether it's been taught in your classes or not. Self-study is the key to success in MBBS or in any professional course. Do not expect spoon feeding. You can sort of avail a little bit of spoon feeding in sort of manner where you can take in notes from your seniors. But unfortunately, as professional students, even at my level, what we feel is, since we have the best books on the planet, since we've accumulated notes, since we have the topper's help, or I pretend to be his or her best friend, I'm good. I will not face any problems. That is wrong. Break that misconception. Face the truth. And no one's going to face the truth like you yourself. Stand in front of the mirror, see what you've done, accept what you are, and most importantly, move forward. Don't just freeze there and be like, okay, ye karna chahiye tha, wo karna chahiye tha. Nahi. You have to see what needs to be done today and now. The biggest challenge most students around the world face, and that stands for NMC as well, is time management. All of you, including your seniors, tell me that there is no time. There is a lot of time. You have to make time. How is it that a fair percentage of your same batchmates can make time for studies and you can't? I'm sorry, it's not acceptable. And that excuse is not going to be accepted from your batch. Right? Divide work and play. Okay? Make sure you have at least one hobby that you can take part in at least twice a week. For me, it's photography. Right? For the rest of you, it might be something else. But at the same time, if it's sports that you're going into, for example, cricket, make sure you don't play so much that you exhaust yourself and the studies suffer. That is not acceptable. And that is not going to get you anywhere. Extracurricular activities are always an add-on. They should not form the basis of what you're doing here. That's not the purpose for joining NMC. All of us here want you to thrive and succeed academically, socially, and personally. 6 years, 6.5 years, 5.5 years, whatever it takes you, is a long time not to develop yourself in more ways than one. Take advantage of everything that you have here. Notes making during lectures. Right? That itself is an art. Copying notes from someone else is not the same thing. And as I've told you all in your orientation, your professors take so much time and they take time out, they're extremely busy to make notes for you. Instead of you opening the 3 or 4 books that you should, your professors do it. Instead of you all studying till about midnight, which is not a big thing, your professors take time out, they take the books home, they make notes for you. Respect that, please. If you cannot respect that, at least don't abuse the privilege you have. Right? And on that note, I wish you all the very best for an exciting, rewarding, challenging, and stimulating tenure on this campus. And pray that you all maintain high standards and you all become famous and, most importantly, safe doctors that NMC will be proud of in the future. Thank you very much.